Right. Oh, there is another guard down there. Which I feel like I should probably take him out. But that's also a bit of a risk. So let's leave him be and just loot whatever stuff's here. More wood. Is it that bucket that's glowing? It's hard to tell. Right. Let's jump over the wall. Ah, there's a trap door. But it's locked. Okay. That looks like a valuable box. Ah, iron frame. So that's what I needed to make the trap. And that had some good armour in it. So I might go and put that on. Doesn't really compare to the blue striped jacket. Because that's plus 16 versus plus 7. I mean, the stats are similar. But not good enough. Was there anything else? Did I loot that? Right, I loot all that, and then I think I can drop down into the courtyard. So I do not want those guys with crossbows to see me. There we go.
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
The stealthing went well after I figured out what to do.
Didn't like him from the start.
Loredo's storing valuable gifts from the merchants right here. He may be expecting Yorvith to attack.
I mean, we're all expecting yours to attack.
I overheard the Commandant talking to Sheila. I couldn't pinpoint the topic of their conversation, but it seems to me he's angling for something.
We'll see what he has to say.
So can I get back into the underground fight club? No, I can't. It's locked. Oh well, let's go see what Loredo has to say.
Go in. They await you.
Where are we to go? I'd hardly call this a hut.
You, I mean you, sir, cannot enter. We've been ordered to let in the Witcher, but no one else.
Son of a bitch.
Interesting.
Fine. He wants to play hard, we'll play hard.
I don't want any trouble. I'll call for support.
No need. Tell Loredo I got the message.
See you, Roach.
So Roach just wandered in on the assumption that the Commandant would talk to him, and he was wrong. I guess
No passage.
not that way. Is he done with Sheila?
Here to see the Commandant.
We have business to discuss.
Good luck. He's in a foul mood.
Why?
We'll talk another time, and definitely elsewhere.
Okay. She also didn't go towards the exit. Okay. Interesting.
Finally!
They didn't want to let me in while the sorceress was
I
here.
managed to pinch that
You see her,
sneakily.
made up like a whore on parade day. They think they can do anything, those sorceresses. I heard what happened in Temeria. You know your name's on a warrant. It's unfortunate, though nothing that should impede our dealings. See, I'm the law round here, and the law needs to know what the legendary White Wolf's doing in this cesspit.
Sure, let's tell
The
him.
man responsible for Foltest's death.
Here?
I know the Scoia'tael had a hand in it too. It's their trail I followed to Flotsam.
Lucky you found Bernard Loredo, then. If you're telling the truth, Yorveth's got raw blood on his hands. I can help you find him.
I mean,
The
Yorvith isn't my
Kingslayer,
target.
That's
but
who I want. Huge man, pretty hard to mistake.
Was it him?
Yeah, he killed Foltest. Now he's sneaking around these woods.
In that case, we'll get him too. I heard you killed the Kairan. Flotsam is grateful. Let's say that squares the crimes of your friends. They're free to go. I trust you're on our side.
Whose side is that?
That of the people of Flotsam, of course. Terrorized by the elven bandits for years now.
I mean, I don't really want to
A
get
local
involved in that.
conflict, none of my business.
You killed some elves on the riverbank outside Flotsam.
We were attacked.
You failed to understand.
It's you who doesn't understand, Loredo. To tell you the truth, I'm not human.
You an elf? A dwarf? No, talking bollocks. I piss on the fact that they call you freak for your white hair and glowing eyes. You're a human like any other.
I mean, he's
fighting
really
a
not.
war. And you, my friend, cannot straddle the fence.
What about the non-humans?
What about
though?
the elves and dwarves in the trading post? The smiths, peddlers, and hunters? They eat with you, sleep among you. Whose side are they on?
Hell if I know. That's my point, Witcher. When you fight for survival, you need to be sure who your friends are. The non-humans in Flotsam, sure, they eat, fuck, shit among us. But when Yorveth sounds the battle horns, who knows what they'll do.
I mean, they did choose to live here. But treat
I'm
them better.
surprised they haven't turned on you already.
How so?
The town guards treat non-humans like shit. Frankly, I don't know what keeps them here.
I'll tell you what, Geralt. The hunger they'd face in the forest. But I grant you, those acts of insubordination need to be stopped. Soldiers are
Acts of
simple
racism.
men. When you see your mate die, a scoia'tael arrow in his throat, it's hard to look favourable at the elf who sells your wife coloured kerchiefs. You're a witcher. Your job is to protect the simpletons from monsters. I protect them from the danger that lurks amongst the trees.
I mean, he's just a racist. But
You
do I feel that
detest
to his face?
non-humans.
I detest Yorveth, the coward who hunts the innocent instead of facing soldiers. I detest that horse son who murders women and children while claiming that he fights for freedom. He's a monster, Geralt. He's the evil I protect people from. And anyone who helps a monster becomes a similar monster to my mind.
Enough. I get it.
I don't want you to kill him. Even you don't have a hope against his entire force. I've an idea, but I'd rather not go into it now. The squirrels are up to something. Every night their scouts come closer. I suspect they plan to attack the barge moored in the port.
What's on the barge,
What's on
though?
the barge?
You mean who? Bandits, murderers, rapists. On their way to the dungeons at Drakenborg. As soon as...
Their infamous leader joins them. The cherry on the cake, and Bernard Loredo's crown trophy.
Couldn't have put it better myself. As long as Yorveth remains free, humans, elves, and dwarves will live alongside each other in deep distrust. I've got to learn what the pointy-eared rat is planning.
How am I supposed to get that information?
You underestimate me, Witcher. True, I have my prejudices, but I'm not blinded by them. Take your friend Zoltan, for instance. He contacted Yorveth.
What is the reward in Yorveth's head?
I'm a witcher. I don't work for free.
Then I
course
might
you
get
don't.
paid for some of this.
Help us capture the Scoia'tael commander, and you'll be rewarded generously. Straight from the trading post's treasury.
I'll see what I can find out.
Sure.
You stir up storms wherever you go. I actually believe you'll bring peace to Flotsam. Don't disappoint this town, Geralt. Farewell.
Oh, I had more questions.
Any news for me, Witcher?
I killed the
I
Kairon.
killed the Kairon. Sheila and I dragged it out of the water, toppled a piece of the bridge to weigh it down, and blew it up.
I heard.
So, Dandelion and Zoltan are free.
As we agreed,
Good. How long has Yorveth
I
been
guess you're
here?
finding it hard to get rid of Yorveth.
he's stubborn, it's true. But he's met his match. And I'm not about to leave Flotsam to the same fate as the other towns and villages the Scoia'tael have burnt to the ground. The citizens of Flotsam owe the elves nothing. They built their homes and workshops with their own hands in the wilderness, not on the ruins of an elven town. If need be, we'll remind the Long-Ears where they belong.
Okay.
You've got a heap of soldiers for such a small trading post.
Bandits swarm to trading routes like flies to shit. Only troops can guarantee some order here. We're the last Temerian outpost in this area, and we'll not give in to a bunch of elves.
Okay. He's got a lot of guards. It feels like he's hiding something. But... Oh, is there anything else I can loot from here? Ooh. Some oranges. More oranges. So that's the window I listened to earlier. Right, Can I go up the stairs? Hello.
Entry only on the Commandant's express orders. Off you go.
Okay. So that might be an area for later, because there was loot up there. And I just need to leave his estate. And I guess go and get all of my weapons back.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
I'd
Because
plough into the
Geralt
mix and
needs
it doesn't get
weapons.
any better.
Don't forget your blade.
I won't forget my blade, don't worry. Cutlass. Dagger goes there. Grape shot. Dancing star. Snare. Silver plated sword. Is that the best I've got? I could really do with a better thing than that. But this is the letter that I pinched from outside his room, or just inside his room. So he apologised for the behaviour of his mother. She threatened someone with a red hot circlet. Okay, so she's hidden away somewhere. But what do I have to do now? So that's done. All the missions are pretty much done. Other than investigate the barge. Fight Club, it says I failed. Right.
Well, well.
Oh, that
How's
was
the
easy.
Commandant as a host?
It's people like him who might help us.
Or put us in shackles and throw us into the river?
He told me they're keeping Scoia'tael prisoners on a barge in the port.
Did he mention if Kieran ep Esnalen, Yorvet's right-hand elf, is among them?
No,
He may know something about the Kingslayer.
let's pay him a visit.
Well, yeah, we need to go and talk to him then and see if he does know anything.
I tell him, I'm taking your pouch. Or your pouch and your life.
So,
Want your
hope.
face
Well,
smashed?
actually, I probably should put my sword away. Because we might be able to get on without fighting. I mean, I can hope. It's unlikely.
What do you want?
To speak with the wounded prisoner.
No one's allowed.
I'm here on Commandant Loredo's orders,
I already cut a deal with you, but
so get out of my way.
he won't tell you much. He's dying.
Well, there's no harm in letting us talk to him then. I assume he's below decks. Come on, Geralt. There you go.
Shut your traps. Stop bloody moaning down there.
Look, Coffer's dozed off.
Wakey, wakey,
Is it
Coffer.
this one?
You'll fall asleep forever any day now.
They beat him bad. He's got at least a dozen fractures. I'll need your help.
What do I do?
The spell I'm going to use is painful. It could kill him if he thrashes around.
I'll use the Axii sign to calm him.
Perfect.
Or I could just hold him down.
Look, birdies.
What was it? Axii.
Just looking at me.
Get ready.
What's the bloody meaning of this?
Look, put your sword
No
away.
playing with your sword, got it?
Well, how am I supposed to cast the spell? Because... Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, to cast the sign I need to draw my sword. But then they get annoyed at me if I draw my sword. So it's one specific place I have to stand in.
You wish, Horson. I'm no traitor.
He's raving.
That gun? Where am I?
In Flotsam. On the prison barge.
The convict's barge? I'm done for.
We're fighting Loredo.
too. A common goal.
I once made the mistake of trusting Dwan. Never again.
There is a Witcher on
There's a
Scoia'tael.
Witcher in Yorvet's unit.
Like every Dwan, he turned out to be a bastard.
What happened?
He betrayed us. He said he had an offer for me. So we met, where roses of remembrance grow. I should have known.
Roses of Remembrance?
Yes. Some of the last in the world. He thought that I'd betray my elven brother in order to control the unit. I refused. There was a fight. I've never seen anything like it. No human can move that fast. It was a massacre. I was the first to be hit. Thus I survived. I would have bled to death had Loredo's men not found me. Letho will kill Yorvith, and all will be lost.
So he's called Letho.
So many dead, so much suffering, all for naught.
Letho. He's the Kingslayer?
Yes.
Why does he want Yorvith
Why
dead?
does Dwan want Yorvith dead?
He used us from the start. Our hatred. But he no longer needs Yorvith. Sees him as a thorn in his side. I don't know what Letho wants.
And what's Yorvith
What
planning?
does Yorvith want? Why Flotsam?
Go plow yourself.
Only I can
Only
warn
I
him.
can warn Yorvith. Tell me.
We're fighting for much more, Witcher. Flotsam is only the beginning. We're no bandits, we fight for freedom. In due time, Yorvith will answer the call, and we'll emerge from the woods, joining the battle.
What battle?
It wasn't specific.
In that case, I'll ask Yorvith himself.
I'd like to see that.
We got what we came for.
What now?
Yorvith.
What if Yorvith already knows?
I've got an old saying all ready for him. My enemy's enemy is my friend.
Warn him, Gwynblade. Yorvith fights, for that is what he does best. He's Enshe, a real one, a free one. Among the last. Fighting makes sense. Now more than ever before. There is still hope.
What are you talking about, Kieran? Hope for what?
For change. For a better tomorrow. I'll not see it. They'll torment me to death on this barge, and I'll go gladly where the apple trees bloom. But you must warn Yorvith.
Geralt, are you all right?
I've been to the Isle of Avalach, among the apple trees and the mists. After the massacre in Rivia, Suri took me there, and Yennefer. The Wraith Riders kidnapped Yen, and I pursued them.
But
Triss, this is important. I feel like everything's coming together. When the Witchers found me barely alive a half-year ago near Kaer Morhen, I was fleeing the wraiths of the Hunt. They continued to pursue me, in the outskirts, then in Vizima when I killed the Grand Master. Now I know it was no coincidence.
Kieran mentioned roses of remembrance growing somewhere near here. Cedric claims likewise. If that's true,
Right now I should be searching the forest for Yorvith, not looking for flowers.
I could restore your memory.
You sure?
Everything seems to indicate that. Whatever's blocking your memory is clearly weakening. I think I could break that barrier with just one petal from a rose of remembrance. Those flowers are truly powerful.
In that case, Yorvith can wait.
Want me to go with you?
Sure, come with
I
me.
love your company.
All right then. Let's go. Cedric mentioned there are some old elven buildings near the cascade in the forest. We should start there.
Lead the way.
Shut your traps.
Okay.
Bloody moaning down there.
Let's go find a flower so I can regain my memories.
Wakey, wakey.
Though I think I'll probably do that next time.